defibrillate. How's he going ahead of that Herbie Dyke Stakes?
Really happy with him. He sort of missed that trial last week, but so hence I took him to Tauranga on the Sunday, and Warren rode him and he's very, very happy with him. So he's pretty forward, especially for a horse that won't have had a run for 7 weeks, but that's how he races best.
Yeah, and obviously that 7 weeks ago was a Group 1 win in the Zabel Classic. Reflect on that for us.
It's hard to describe. It's one of those things that takes you a while for it to sink in, and it has. But we had a big night that night, a few mates and myself, and yeah, it's just thrilled for the horse, thrilled for everybody, his staff and owners. It's great. It was great. Can
he do it again?
Of course he can. It's a strong field. There's some handy horses in it. Some of those 3-year-olds, with that 54 on their back. It's going to be hard.
Yeah. What did you ask of him in training this morning?
I didn't do it too much. He just 3/4 paced and just run up the last couple of furlongs and 14s, and that's all I asked him to do.
Yep. He's where you want him to be ahead of Saturday's Weight for Age?
Yeah, the idea is to keep him mentally fresh too, and that's where he's at the moment.
Andrew and I, we're really pleased with the progress that he's made. First step up to Weight for Age company, so it's a big step up. He's raced in his age group, of course, as a 3-year-old. 2 runs back over a mile, and last time out he won, but it was against a pretty mediocre lot. So big step up, but really pleased with the way he's looking, and he's going as good as he can.
Yeah, really heartening to see him back in winning form. Of course, he's a Derby winner, and now he's back up to Group 1 level. Is he in the right sort of zone going into this race?
Yeah, we believe so. He's certainly, as I say, until you line them up in this sort of company, we can't be too sure, is he a handicapper or is he a Weight for Age horse? But of course, we've got limited opportunities here in New Zealand, so he's sort of thrown into this sort of race to go ahead to go to Australia, hopefully in the autumn. But we're hoping he is. It's drawn probably a stronger lineup than what we originally thought was going to be there. But it's going to be a good test, and we're going to know exactly where we are with him.
We're here on a Wednesday morning. I understand you worked him his fast work at least yesterday. What did you ask of him then?
Oh, look, we could see nothing here yesterday. It was very foggy, and he worked over 1,200 metres on a pretty heavy course prop, and we think he covered the distance in about 1:21, so he wasn't asked to do too much. But Emily Farr, who rides and work each morning, the reports from her were very, very good. She's very pleased with him. He said he's moving well, and he wants to do it. So that's all. We're pretty pleased.
Like you say, a really strong running of the Herbie Dyke. What can we expect of Asterix?
Well, we hope he wins, but we think he'll run well. We certainly think he's forward enough to give a good account of himself. But as I say, first time in Weight for Age. But we're confident he's going to run well.
I hope you rode Wild Knight, but you ride Campionessa, who was his work partner this morning. What do you make of their efforts?
No, their work was very good. Wild Knights seems to have come on nicely since the Cracker Million, and stepping up to the 2,000 metres, I think it's going to be up his alley.
Yeah. And what about Campionessa? What do you make of her effort?
No, she worked just as well. She was on the outside of me. She's going really well. I think she could be a smoky in that race.
Okay, Group 2 winner stepping up to Group 1. You think she can be competitive?
Yeah, she goes well at Te Rapa, and she's got a good turn of foot, so expecting a big run.
Yeah, Opie was thrilled with Wild Knight. Unfortunately, can't make the weight Saturday, but Campionessa, she's going really well, and she's got a good record at Te Rapa. She's not just there to make up numbers. I think she's a chance.
Yeah, a late entry into this race. How competitive can she be at Weight for Age?
Well, she's up at a rating of 97 now, so she's virtually forced to go Weight for Age anyway in New Zealand. So I think she'll measure up.
And Wild Knight, obviously adding that 3-year-old dynamic into this race. How's he come through that effort, Karaka Million Night?
No, really well. And I think he's a little bit better left-handed as well, and Opie's of the same opinion. So, no, we're very happy with him, and we think he'll run well.
What about the step to distance for him? Obviously, he's potentially on a Derby path. What about 2,000? How does it play for him?
No queries at all. He'll run out a strong 2,000.
Yeah, his work's been terrific. He's just a ultimate 3-year-old. He's got a great temperament, obviously by Savabeel. The 2400 of the Derby looks ideal. So this race is just going to top him off nicely, and it's just a really nice gap into the Derby as well.
What's he done in the lead up to this race on the track?
Well, he had a day out at Te Rapa on Friday. he had just a quiet 3/4 on Saturday. He had a really good hit out this morning. He just worked on over 1400, but he's good and ready, and this is just going to top him off beautifully.
What can we expect in this one up against the older horses at weight for age?
Yeah, look, he'll race very well, but he'll be peaking for the Derby.
Is there any chance you give him another run in, or is this his lead up?
No, this is definitely his lead up, and I just think 3 weeks works perfectly, and McNabb's booked to ride him in the Derby, and he's excited too.